Hello, my loves. I am Karina at Emporium Debute. In today's video, we have an amazing lineup of Middle Eastern date night fragrances, which to my nose will blow him away. So stay tuned. We're starting off with my number 10 fragrance. My number 10 fragrance is the Proposal Date Night by KHADLAJ. This fragrance has top notes of blackcurrant, bergamot, orange flower. The heart notes or the mid notes are tuberose and orris. And as base notes, cedarwood, vanilla, and dry amber. Guys, this is a very mature fragrance. So I'm talking to the ladies maybe over 40, or if you just have a mature soul, this is one of those fragrances. I worn it once, I believe. I wore it at night. I thought it was a little bit heavy for me, which is probably why it's my number 10 fragrance. But let me remind myself what it smells like again. Yeah. This is definitely a very romantic. I get some of that black currant in there. It's fruity. It's very aromatic. It's heavy. It's on the heavier side. I would say this is a nice fall and winter fragrance. It's you can smell a little bit of the amber. Yeah, definitely is my number 10. It's not a bad scent. It's a nice date night scent if you're the right kind of person for it. This perfume requires a lot of personality, someone that's outspoken, maybe a boss lady who's going on a date type of perfume, this one. Yeah, and it's also dated. I feel like the fragrance in this perfume is also dated. So why do I recommend it if all these negatives? Because at the dry down, it's uber sexy. Uber sexy. So yeah, my number 10, the Proposal Date Night by KHADLAJ. Yeah. Definitely a must try. I love it. It's very nice. Very pretty bottle as well. Has some ruby accents. I love all these Middle Eastern bottles. They really, I just love them. All of them. You should see my collection, which I'll show you one of these days. But yeah, number 10, the Proposal Date Night KHADLAJ. I do like it. More mature lady. It gives a very outspoken, very strong personality type of feel, which is, I think, the person that should carry that. I tend to waver between strong personality and kind of just mellow. So this may not be a good date night fragrance for me, but if you're that type of person, I highly recommend it. Now, how pretty is this bottle? This is my number 9 fragrance, which is LAHDATH by LATTAFA. How gorgeous. This is like this is giving me like the Beauty and the Beast. You know that rose that she has to, you know, romance the prince. I forgot the storyline, but you remember that rose in the Beauty and the Beast that the petals is coming off. And yes, if one of these days I'm going to pull out the boxes for these, the packaging is just like the Beauty and the Beast rose. And so yeah, this made it to my number 9. Okay, and let's take a whiff. I did wear this also once. This one is a little bit more powdery. Yeah, a little bit fresher, a lot powdery. Oh, I do like this one. Very pretty. It just, you know, I love it when the fragrance matches the bottle. I really do. And this fragrance matches the bottle for how pretty it is. And the notes are rose, lemon, which is the fresh scent that I'm getting. Again, middle notes, rose and caramel, so it's a little sweet. And the base, vanilla, musk, and cedarwood. Yeah. And all these fragrances in this lineup are leaning feminine. So even though they may say unisex, these are leaning feminine. Again, it's your choice, whatever you want to wear, it's up to you. To my nose, these are all very feminine perfumes. And this is so nice, so powdery, even though at the dry down, I get a little bit more of the cedar. So I understand why they labeled it as unisex. But yeah, very pretty fragrance. This is my number 9, LAHDATH. Put the cap back on. By LATTAFA. Oh, this is a LATTAFA fragrance. Yes, it is. My number 8 perfume in the lineup for date night is Assam Gold by the LATTAFA Pride collection. Again, another LATTAFA, which y'all know is one of the top houses in the Middle East for fragrances. So beautiful, gorgeous bottle. If you can get that close up, engraved with some gold flowers there. The bottle is really pretty. Put that cap on again. Very, very pretty bottle. Also, I wore all these fragrances I've tested, and I understand why they made it to my lineup. They're very nice. This is my number 8. See, but I do forget what they smell like, so I have to whiff them again. Oh, so pretty. And one of my favorite notes, guys, is the pear note. So anytime something, I think that one of the things that we have to, in order for us to be perfume connoisseurs, is to learn our notes. For example, this is your homework for today. Go through your favorite perfume and Google the notes, and then you'll know, and you'll come to understand why that perfume is your favorite. It may be the rose note, the pear note, the lychee note. Could be a musk in there, could be a patchouli, it could be a cedarwood or a saffron. So then when you find other fragrances, you're kind of a little bit more secure when you're gonna go do those blind buys. So yeah, I was just letting this dry down a little bit, and yeah. Top notes: pear, mandarin, very fresh, heart, rose, jasmine, and some candy notes, whatever that is, whatever candy they use in here. Yeah, ANSAAM Gold, you've got it. Very nice. Raspberry, musk, and vanilla. Oh, I do like this fragrance a lot. I think this is a nice fragrance. All these fragrances, I think, are all year round also, which I'm going to get to in a minute. Yeah, these are all year round fragrances, but I specifically like them for date night because of their kind of romance vibe. This is not a coconutty fragrance. This is not a fragrance for the beach or the summer. These are specifically their romance vibe. Now, we have to take a moment to admire this bottle. So just breathe and let's take a moment to admire this bottle. Orientica Amber Rouge is a Baccarat dupe. My favorite Middle Eastern dupe, but this bottle is exquisite. Exquisite. And so most of the Middle Eastern packaging is amazing, and the fragrances and what we call the juice is also the same quality. You're not getting a great bottle and a crappy perfume. No, that's not the case. That is not the case with these scents, okay? But yeah, a nice bottle always aids in the perfume purchasing effort. Guys, can we just whiff this together? Because I fell in love with this perfume at the Baccarat level, but I don't want to be wasting my Baccarat on crappy dates. Well, I'm married. But sometimes you go out with your hubby and you want to smell good and you don't want to necessarily spray. But or hey, crappy dates exist, right? Yeah. This is your Baccarat on a budget. This is awesome. I love it. I love, 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 love it. This is my number 7 in my lineup. Orientica Amber Rouge Baccarat dupe, my favorite. I've worn it quite a few times. There's a dent in the bottle, and I love it. Do not hesitate to get this bottle, please. The next bottle, again, guys, please just humor me. with these bottles. I feel like a little kid at a store, at a candy store. Legit. These are all, oh, by the way, did I tell you these were all blind buys? How do you purchase a safe blind buy? First of all, you kind of have to have a connection with your presenter, which is me, right? So what does Karina like? Karina likes roses. Karina likes musk. Karina likes all things fruity and juicy. I don't like heavy, neither for night or for the day. I don't carry heavy perfumes at all. I don't like them. They're not me. I'm a little girl. I'm 5'6", but I'm really thin. And so heavy perfumes are really not me. So, I mean, that's my personal opinion. That's, you know, that's me. Perfumes are personal, right? So you kind of have to connect with the presenter. Now, I have a few influencers that I follow and I've connected with them. And I forgot who was the one that made me buy this one. And can I tell you, my connection with that lady is spot on. Not only that, I know my notes. So when I'm buying, most of the time, my blind buys are pretty nice. So I can't complain about my blind buys. This was a blind buy, which I bought because the notes were nice and I like the bottle. So I've worn it once again. I've got one of those perfumes in my nose now. I can't. All right. All right, let's smell Benturan. Yeah, my number 6. Now, Benturan is by the house of Oud Al Zaafran. It's very nice. It's just Benturan. Coriander, top notes. Coriander, cypress, lemon, tangerine, sage, bergamot. Base notes, nutmeg. I can't go wrong with nutmeg. Geranium, saffron. Saffron is one of the most prominent notes in Baccarat, by the way. So if you like Baccarat, it's probably because of the saffron mix there. And Benturan has saffron used also very nicely. It's a very smooth perfume. Blue Lotus, Lily of the Valley, which you know I already love, and cinnamon. Base notes, musk, tobacco, vetiver, amber, sandalwood, and cedar. Now, this perfume at the dry down is a little bit heavier than what I like, but I love it. So for me, it would be more of a fall winter fragrance, but maybe to the girls that like the heavier or the heavier perfumes, this would be a year-round fragrance. It's up to you guys. I would wear this at, oh, look at the bow. Look at the bow. Wait, let me put it to the front. What a pretty bottle. Anyway, yeah, this is a great fragrance. Just go get it. This is my number 6, and now we're at our top 5s. And now we're coming down to my top 5. Starting at number 5, we have Club de Nuit Woman by the House of ARMAF. This is a copy or inspired by Coco Mademoiselle. Now, the notes in this fragrance is giving a little cocoa at the end, not at the start. So you have to give this fragrance a chance. This is amazing. This is actually a little smoother and not as tangy, as a little sweeter. So it's not as tangy as cocoa. It's a little sweeter. And I love this. I just love this whole DNA. I love the scent profile of Coco Mademoiselle. I own Coco Mademoiselle. I wear it religiously. But sometimes it's nice to take a break and just bring in something a little sweeter, because cocoa does start off a little bit more citrusy. This starts off a little bit more fruity, which I do love about Club de Nuit Woman. I love it. Love. You have to have this in your lineup. This is my number 5 fragrance. I love the bottle. It's very delicate. I just don't like this little thing here. If they would have just left off this thing or just redesigned their bottles, I'd be very happy. But yeah, again, another hit for the Middle Eastern fragrances. Their bottles are very nice, very heavy bottle. There's not a cheap fragrance, okay? One thing about Middle Eastern fragrances is that I believe their price point is for their country, not the United States. So sometimes we may find these fragrances that are 30, 40 bucks. We're like, oh yeah, that's cheap. No, it's not that. They're not cheap fragrances. They're very well made. I think just the the value of $1 is different in different countries, so we're able to buy them at less expensive, but maybe in their country they may be expensive, you know. So this is a Middle Eastern date night version of fragrances, and we are in love with Club de Nuit Woman. This is very nice. I love it. I love, love, love it. Number 4 coming up. Guys, so don't laugh. I don't like Tom Ford cherry fragrance, whatever it's called. I don't like it. I was in Macy's with my friend Kathy and Wendy, and we both smelled it, and none of us, I was with Wendy, we were like thrilled about going to the Tom Ford fragrance stands, and none of his fragrances like impressed us, right? But there was something about the cherry, his Tom Ford cherry, which to my nose, there was something about it I liked. But the first note that hit me was Robitussin. And who wants to go around smelling like Robitussin, right? So I kind of wrote off all fragrances that contain cherry, because I thought, yeah, they would smell like Robitussin, right? Because that Tom Ford does. No. I was totally wrong, because when I went to buy my dupes, I said, you know what? For the price, let me buy it. Let's give this a chance, right? This is this is amazing. Now, this is my number 4, and it's by Maison Alhambra, and this is a dupe for Tom Ford Cherry, whatever it's called. And Lovely Cherry is the name of this perfume. Again, I think Maison Alhambra got in a little trouble for duping the bottle so closely, so they've changed a couple of things about the bottle. But yeah, this is obviously a Tom Ford dupe. Also has the body spray, which I am in love with this fragrance. My husband wants to just because I smell like cherry. Anyway, yeah, doesn't sound right on TV, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to kind of just nuzzle my neck. He loves it. You know, he thinks I'm wearing Tom Ford, but I'm not. I keep him interested, right? Listen, guys, I'm gonna smell this. I've worn this like 3 or 4 times now, which is a lot to say because I have a lot of perfume. So if I wear them more than twice, you know, it's good. Yeah. No Robitussin here. Tart, cherry, straight up cherry. It is what it is. Yeah, love it. Love, love, love it. My number 4. Let's see, this is the body spray. Yes, just the same exact thing. You can get either or. I'm not sure how easy I came by it by accident. I'm not sure. Just Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. It's the body mist for Lovely Cherry. I freaking love it. You don't have to get the fragrance. The body mist is just as strong. Okay. But I do like having both because they were so affordable. So I bought both. Okay. I love this fragrance. The notes are, top notes are bitter almond. I love all things almond. Okay. And rose. The middle note, surprisingly, there's no cherry in the top. The middle notes are cherry, black cherry, and amber. Base notes are tonka bean, toffee, and Peru balsam. That Peru balsam, can I tell you, that makes a perfume very special. Very special. I have a couple of fragrances with Peru balsam, and they are freaking amazing. Amazing, amazing. I love it. Let's move on. So my number 3 is by the House of LATTAFA. And it isn't any surprise that perfume house has some of the best fragrances, some of the best Middle Eastern fragrances out on the market. So this fragrance name is BADEE Oud Sublime. Okay, by LATTAFA. And again, the bottle is gorgeous. Is that rubberized, coated. It's not a see-through bottle. It is glass, though it's very heavy. And yeah, the cap is nice and sturdy. So this is BADEE Oud Sublime by the House of LATTAFA. It is my number 3. Now, why is it my number 3? Guys, because I love apple. It has lychee and rose as top fragrances. Middle notes, plum and jasmine. Jasmine I'm not too crazy of, but yes, all things apple, lychee, rose, put them all in there. And then I have vanilla, moss, and patchouli. Now, I'm not a patchouli lover. However, I learned that patchouli is used in different fragrances to give it depth and substance. So, for example, Ralph Lauren Intense Romance has patchouli in it, and it's one of my favorite fragrances. And so when I read that, I didn't run from patchouli anymore because I understand why they use it. Now, this is not a dirty patchouli. This is a very clean patchouli. Why? Because it's a very fresh fragrance. So, a very fresh fragrant perfume. Oops. Yeah. The first note is apple. Who doesn't love a nice crisp apple? Now, this bottle is just, this fragrance is just interesting and beautiful and crisp and sweet and good girl type. And wow, my girl smells like apples and all things good. Yeah, this is, yeah. For me, I live in Florida. It's an all year round juicy fragrance. I can wear this all year round because we're warm over here. To others, maybe it'd be a spring, summer fragrance, but this is my number 3 for date night. Definitely must have. Definite. I'm going to be so surprised. So surprised. My number 2 in the date night lineup is FLOR Oud by the House of KHADLAJ. Now, this bottle is simple perfection. It is gorgeous. Take a look at that bottle. It is just beautiful. It's nice and heavy. It's just beautiful. The cap is very well done. Just a very nice fragrance. And why is it number 2? Because I hate all things oud. I'm not an oud lover. However, oud at a certain type of potency, okay, is perfect. So I was pleasantly surprised. This was a blind buy. Like I said, I connected with one of my YouTube influencers for perfumes, and she did not steer me wrong. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. It's fresh. It's just top. Okay, let me just read you the notes so you could understand why I love this. It's mandarin and rose, top fragrance. Middle notes, pear, orange blossom, and jasmine. The base notes are sandalwood, and what did I tell you? Peruvian balsam. This is like a hug from your favorite person. Have your favorite person buy this for you. This is amazing. Gorgeous. This is gorgeous, and I love it. And I hardly smell any oud in here. It's just, oud is a resin, and you can scale it up or scale it down depending on the fragrance. It's not my favorite fragrance note. However, in this fragrance, it works. It really works. It's fresh. It's like a hug from your best friend, this perfume. This is nice. This is just nice. My number 1. You'll be so surprised because I really was too. Guys, my number 1 fragrance today is for date night. And lately I've been really just reaching for this one, to be honest. Doesn't matter. Is FRENETIC Delicios by Paris Corner. That happens sometimes when you speak too much, and I've done 9 of these, and so my tongue is tired. Guys, again, the name of the fragrance is FRENETIC Delicios by Paris Corner Emir Collection. And this is freaking spectacular. Spectacular. Now, if you like now, another, besides being spectacular, it's addictive. addicting, which is probably why I keep reaching for it. Frenetic Delicios is my girl. It really is. When I want something easy and powdery, even though by the color of the juice, I didn't think I was gonna like it. Like I said, I don't like anything heavy. It's not my thing. But this, my goodness, this is so gorgeous. This is just a gorgeous scent, and it's also a copy of another fragrance. I forget what it is, but it's a copy or inspired by Frenetic Delicios. Why do I love it? I think why a lot of people love it is because it has lavender as the first note, mint and bergamot. That lavender and mint combination, I will always love. It reminds me of a spa. It's just really nice. Middle notes, sour cherry. Hello, cherry. Jasmine and freesia. Freesia is so easy. We all love freesia. Base notes. Now listen to this. Tonka bean, vanilla, cacao pod, caramel, praline, benzoin, milk, sandalwood, leather, and cedar. Yes, this is a unisex fragrance. Leaning feminine. Oh my gosh. I have to get my husband to wear this so that when he gives me a hug in the morning, he just smells like this. And then I wear it. So we get double dose. This is beautiful. This is my #1 fragrance. This is also I love simple and easy. And even though it leans a bit feminine, I would also recommend it for a guy. Very easy to wear. It's one of the only unisex fragrances that I have that are truly, truly unisex. I am a very feminine girl, so all things femme, right? And so very femme, very pretty. Could be unisex, yes, it could be. Has plenty of notes to substantiate that, but it is definitely a hit on a girl. And this is an interesting fragrance. So if you're an interesting type of person, maybe in the sciences or a doctor or just something, uber smart, or just something that makes you very interesting, or you have some great hobbies out there that you like to share, this is a very interesting fragrance. It's a little powdery. So if you like powder, this is it. I think this is the only powder fragrance in my collection. This is my #1 date night fragrance. This is my #1 whenever I want to feel sexy and pretty and girly. I love this fragrance, even though I have over maybe 100 perfumes right now. This is what I've been reaching for lately. And if I run out, I think I'll buy another bottle. I think, unless something else comes along, you never know. You don't have to marry them. You just get them and wear them and enjoy them. Guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys today. I hope that you enjoy my show as much as I make it, as I love making them. And I'll see you next time. We're having a lot of things coming in on this channel, so stay tuned. We're going to start getting into beauty slowly but surely. So not all things beauty, not all things makeup, just a few things here and there. It's always a pleasure here to have you at Emporium Debutante. I'm Karina. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.